The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Right to the air is Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Connor. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Jackson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangwu. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Conner. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They give him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Jaguars at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45.
No, we changed it.
Last drive, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Conner. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A give to Drake running left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Lawrence. And And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On third down, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Jackson able to find Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. In motion, the tight end. To throw once more on second and 10. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
Hey, middle. Report. 13.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Report.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete to Isabella. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action now. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Being chased out left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Lawrence going to throw again. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. Fights through and now a crease. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Ravens 20, Jaguars 7. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Now a give running right, Nwangu. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? On the give is Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Oh, this is blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, they'll run to Nwangu. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go play action with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They'll get it to Drake, running left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kene Nwangu with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage